Right, hello everybody. I'm just here to make a quick video. Hope this doesn't upset everybody as much as it looks like it might. But I'm predicting a little bit of doom and gloom now. So we'll start by just saying I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. And Bitcoin dominance is now at 68.5%. So it's been flickering around this area for quite a while. Bitcoin itself is sort of resting on that 10,000 area. And coming down to test it many times, and usually the rule I would say is that the more a support gets tested, eventually it will get broken, and it's likely to break. The MACD shows that even though it's got a bit further to go, it might move up a little bit, but not a great deal. But the main thing I wanted to show you really is these two charts here. So we'll start with this one here. This is the crypto market. It's the market cap of all altcoins excluding Bitcoin, and what we're looking at really is an impending death cross on the daily chart, which is pretty severe. So this includes all altcoins, every single one of them, every single shitcoin, and all the good ones. And what this would suggest is that the whole market is about to, well, we could call it crash, really. You could call it crash. Now, this wouldn't mean that every single altcoin is going to be hit hard, but generally speaking, across the board, when you get a death cross, especially on a daily, we're looking at about 35% retracement, and that's for the market cap. Alright, that's every single altcoin. So you might be holding some altcoins now that you're thinking, well, that's great. Mine is going to sort of not be affected by that. You might be right, but the law of averages would suggest that the majority will be affected, if not all be affected in some way or another, whether that's 35%, 10%, or 100%, or more. So bear that one in mind, okay? So that's going to happen any minute now. This death cross does not look like it can be avoided. It's going to happen. When we look at this one here, this is all altcoins including Bitcoin. So we can see that actually when we look at this one, it's slightly more healthy, but you can also see how Bitcoin has changed the way that these indicators look. These moving averages, this green 50 EMA, this 200 EMA, the white one. Yeah, we might be in for a death cross on this one if we carry on this way. It's certainly bearish, there's no question. Well, I say bearish, I mean it's consolidating, but it's bearish. You wouldn't look at this chart and go, I want to buy in now, would you? I mean, you'd look at this chart and think, I'm just going to wait a while before I decide to buy anything, because currently it doesn't look like it wants to go up. And you'd probably be right in saying that. But you can see how Bitcoin has propped the market up, and this is why it's 68.5% dominant. You can see how it's altered the way that the market looks dramatically compared to this one where we've got a death cross and we're extremely bearish, and this one where we're bearish but no signs or signals to say that there's an impending doom. So, bear this in mind. You might be holding some altcoins with decent prospects, short term, long term. There might be things coming out, news, announcements, partnerships, all those sort of things, and they will help your altcoin definitely. But generally speaking, the market is the market, and you wouldn't need me to tell you this. The market will affect every single coin within that market. So when we're looking at a death cross taking place, that is a death cross on that altcoin market. I'm sort of getting a little bit concerned at the moment over this. And another reason I would like to sort of stress to you why we're looking to be concerned is that even though we haven't had a death cross on this one, including Bitcoin, and Bitcoin itself doesn't have a death cross either on the daily at all, no way. But when we turn to the weekly and we look at other indicators such as the MACD, it looks as though we're about to have a cross. Now it's not a terrible cross, because we still have, you could say, a bullish divergence there, but it's still a cross, and a cross is a cross. So this is a weekly chart, so if that cross takes place, which it looks like it will, unless something absolutely incredible gets pulled out of the bag right now, because we're Sunday today, and this will take place, and there's nothing anyone will be able to do about it. When this ticker comes to this area here, you could almost say certainly that this is going to make that cross. It would be a general signal for a bearish move on a weekly time frame, so that's pretty significant as well. So all I'm saying is, be very careful out there if you're holding coins. Be sure of what you're holding. Be sure, or as sure as you can be, if you believe that they've reached their bottom, or if you think that it's possible that they've got further to fall, because it looks like the market is about to take a pretty big hit, and that hit looks like it might continue for a little while. Now, I've also said on my previous videos, and it sounds a bit contradictory, that there may be a mini alt season coming around, and that might be true, because you've got to bear in mind that when we're talking about the entire market, we're talking about all those crappy coins that do nothing but fall, basically making this chart look this way. There are coins out there that aren't that crap, that will, maybe not be affected too badly by this, but generally across the board, I think we're likely to see pullbacks and bearish trends on pretty much every single coin, bar a few. Now, I've been watching certain coins, like the main ones, things like Cardano and Litecoin, XRP. Generally, they're still bearish. They don't look like they've hit an all-time low. And with Bitcoin looking the way it's looking, and the dominance chart the way it is, I am predicting a little bit of doom for everybody right now. So, say what you like, and criticise me all you like. I've got my stop losses in now for the holdings I've got, and I suggest that you do the same, because we might be looking for some pretty hefty moves down across the board. Bitcoin, altcoins, everything. Anyway, so I'll leave it with you there. I hope that hasn't ruined your weekend, and I hope you have a nice day or evening. Take care anyway. Thanks.